fade in on Harbor Vale, a sleepy town in coastal Maine. Its residents continually harrowed by an unyielding mist that intrudes from the Atlantic. And, much like the town, veiled by this persistent precipitation, its residents veil secrets of their own.
Secrets of an ancestral curse, and the desire to embrace it.
Secrets of justice, distributed in the shadows.
Secrets of newfound duty, and a life left behind.
Secrets of bestial instinct, clawing its way to the surface.
And as we cast our eyes towards these silent secrets, we shall delve even deeper into what truly transpires down by the bay. Hello, and welcome to These Silent Secrets. My name is Zach, and I'll be your MC. Where last we left off, the Soup Group, each spending 9 days separated, finally reunited after realizing that one of their own, Jason, has been missing. After discussing with Jason's mother, she told them that she would take them to the entrance to the home office so that they could try and rescue their friend. Upon arriving, however, Avery cast her vision forward, seeing that all of the members of the home office were cheering as Director Schofield slowly and painfully tortured Jason. Before we dive into the episode, however, there are the usual thank yous. Chase Greenlee, Ghostlight Media, thank you so much for hosting us and making sure that the show goes up on time and ready for our fantastic listeners to listen to it. That was a little redundant, but here we are. To Doc Adam VO for doing our transcripts. We have episodes 1 through 8. You can find in the link below. And to Nicole Tuttle-Robb for scoring all of our episodes as well as running all of our social media. She's fantastic, and as I always say, go give her some love. Do be advised, this episode of These Silent Secrets does continue a sequence of public torture. Timestamps for that will be found below. But with all of that out of the way, all that is left is the episode. So let us dive into this episode of These Silent Secrets, Down by the Bay.
I start running, but as I'm running, I'll explain. And so Avery's just, it's an auditorium. They're all there, but they're hurting him right now in front of all of them, and they're fucking cheering.
As we're sprinting, Kanan is a little bit slower to let Avery lead the way, but also taking off their jacket, taking off their shirt, getting ready to ride.
We can say you toss it to Avery, who stuffs it into the backpack so that you don't leave your clothes behind.
I'll tuck it.
Oh, is Avery?
No,
Avery about
I'm not about to burn out,
too?
but I'm not trying to put anything on top of what I might need as a weapon. But I'll take the clothes, and I'll do is I'll tuck them behind, in between me and the backpack. Yeah.
There you go. Either way. Isla, are you doing anything in preparation as you're all sort of running towards who fucking knows what?
I'm running blind at this point.
Fantastic. So you, we'll cut back to Jason. Jason, this has continued. At this point, she's maybe 7-8 cuts in, alternating between cutting you vertically, on diagonals, on horizontals, just trying to cause as much damage to you as possible.
Cool.
And the crowd is eating it up.
Cool.
Do you do anything?
I have a question about. This probably isn't a mechanical thing, but I'll ask anyway. Does Jason feel or notice Avery finding him?
Roll dark.
That's not good.
Did you roll dice that time? Oh, hey!
It's a -1. That's why I said it was not good. But
hey, it's a partial success though.
Look at that.
I think yeah. Why not? You and Avery, you haven't figured out what it is, but you two have a connection, and it's a strong one that's developed very quickly. And there's something about just the urgency that is her trying to find you that you just the hairs on the back of your neck sort of just lift.
Sure. How am I being held?
So your hands are bound behind you,
right?
Probably with some tight ropes, and then you've got two guys one at each of your arms that are essentially sitting there and holding you while Nadia's just walking around cutting you willy-nilly.
Cool. For the next couple cuts, I'm like, Jason's gonna let his legs give out and see what these people do. Like, do they keep holding me up, or do they let me like drop down?
No, it's as you fall, they move like from like one hand, both hands kind of holding your arms to like one is staying on your arm and the other one is kind of pushing your shoulder down.
Mm-hmm. I want to, I'll like chirp back at Nadia and say, it's not a very entertaining show when you just do the same thing over and over again. We should try something different. And like from this like kneeling position, I want to like try to spring off of one of my legs and headbutt one of the guards.
Ooh, okay. Roll to lash out physically. Fuck it.
Gosh,
like,
let's go.
That's fucking killer.
That's an 8.
That's a partial success. Awesome. So what is your choice? One of the goons either gets a glimpse of your true nature and gets a string on you. You let me decide how bad the harm turns out, or you become your darkest self.
I think I will let the guard get a string on me.
Awesome. He gets a string on you. Wonderful. And is there a specific way do you want to flavor this? Or you want me to flavor this?
I feel like the string specifically, or
no, just like the way that you're headbutting this dude.
No,
if you want to fucking make yourself sound so fucking cool, go for it. Like,
I think it is just like Jason like takes the opportunity to like let himself like get knocked down so he has leverage to use. And then since he has like both of his legs like bent beneath him, he's just gonna like lean over a bit as if he's like passing out.
Oh, and just like,
and then just like once he hits the angle, just spring upward as hard as he can.
Very good. Yeah, no, you fucking you get him in the side of the jaw with just the crown of your head, and everyone ooh from the crowd, and you don't get free. Like, he still got you, but yeah, he spits a little bit of blood onto the stage, and Nadia's like, I see you're trying to spice things up your way. I don't know if I like that though. Well, what do you think, folks? Should I take an arm?
Jesus.
And everyone, yeah!
Can we go back to the eels?
Yeah, eels!
One guy cheers.
The three of you're outside the room at this point. How are you doing this?
He's on stage. We need to go backstage now. We can't go through.
Do you know where that is?
We're not going to make it. I mean, stage anatomy, I can assume. If we followed this
okay, let's go.
The hallway back, it's probably going to lead to a door. And yeah, I'm going to backstage specifically.
Awesome. Yeah, just kind of looking at the topography of the space itself. You take the hallway kind of down past a couple sets of doors, and look for the next place that the hallway like cuts over, and try to find any door that might lead to like a backstage area. And you find one. You head in the door. Do you head in now, or?
I'll kind of I'll put my hands on it and I'll turn back just for like a quick check into both of them.
Kanan clocks this and says, "Let me go first." Like, I'm whispering still, but like that kind of stage whisper where they can hear me. Let me go first.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for what you're about to see.
Whatever you do, both of you, don't look in my direction.
And Kanan is gonna as they're throwing the door open, it's it starts off as a human hand on this door handle. And when it ends, it is just a giant wolf paw slamming this thing into the wall, and I am gunning for the first person I see.
Before we get into this encounter as well, I have one question.
Yes.
How much harm has Jason taken?
I would say over the last several days, you healed what you took from the fight.
Yeah.
And let's say so far let's just call it 1.
Okay.
You've taken a lot of cuts, which just call it that you've taken a harm.
Cool.
From the amount of cuts.
Right.
It's set by 1,000 cuts. They're not deep cuts. They're a little they're
paper
shallow.
Cuts.
Shallow. Yeah, they're little paper cuts. Gorgeous. So the door gets thrown open. Kanan, you go rushing in. For the most part, there's not a lot of people backstage because most people are out watching the thing, and it's not they're not doing a TED Talk or anything. They're doing let's torture a boy party. So you get back to a pretty much blank backstage area. It's empty, but you can hear the folks who are just the other side of like a curtain from you. Are you going full hog here?
I will roll to keep my cool to determine that, because I think that's going to determine how buck wild your boy is going to get. Buck fucking wild! Let's get it! Yeah! I'm rolling out there, baby!
All right, mark that experience.
Oh, no.
Damn. All right, so that's two fails for Kanan today, 2 fails for Jason today.
I'm 2 in, so I took the level up with the
Kanan, you're well on your way to your 4th.
And then I failed
now,
twice.
Yes?
Yeah, I failed twice tonight.
Yeah, that was your third. That was your 3rd advancement, and you're already 2 going towards.
Shit's popping off,
Dang,
man.
guys, we're rapidly approaching endgame here. Oh, shit is popping off. Gorgeous. So yeah, you just hearing and smell, you can guess where someone on this stage is, and you just go through the curtain, and the curtain up above is. Rip, and just comes fluttering down to the stage as you launch onto someone. Roll to lash out physically. While they're rolling that, Isla, do you do anything right off the bat?
Is there a water fountain backstage?
There's probably water fountain. I mean, like most theaters and sort of big spaces, there's sprinklers. There's fire systems in place as well. So if you're looking to go full siren, summoning the ocean to your beck and call, you've got plenty of places to get.
I think right now Isla is playing it in the shadows, and she'll be the sleeper hit.
Awesome. So right now you're just kind of looking for waiting for when you're needed, or
let's say she's guarding the backstage exit, so in case anyone gets ideas and comes back there, we'll still meet and end, maybe.
Awesome. Noted. Avery, what do you do right off the bat here?
I'm heading directly for Jason.
Kanan,
Awesome. So you beeline
as
for
they
Jason
try to
then.
jump through
Gorgeous.
the curtain,
Kanan, what was that roll?
I'm not pushing it to the side. I just try to shred through it, and unfortunately get a little tangled and trip up because I rolled a big fat fail.
Awesome. So Jason, the tip of the sickle is about to land on she's essentially hooks it into your armpit. Like she's about to just try and take your whole arm. And as that happens, you hear and there's just a werewolf that flops on stage. And Avery, what do I want to make you roll for this? I mean, yeah, I guess roll to keep your cool. This is, as I was talking about during Isla's, this is the epitome of doing something that's scary. You're rushing into a room full of killers trying to save your friend.
8 minus 1, 7.
7. Awesome. So you keep your cool, but you are left vulnerable. Give me a moment. No, that's what I'm looking for. Reference sheet. Go to that. Yeah. So. Yes, 7 to 9, the MC will tell you how your actions would leave you vulnerable, and now you can choose to back down or go through with it. Again, you're walking into a room full of killers. That action will leave you very vulnerable to many stabbies and cuts. And that is how you would be left. How you would be left. Yeah, don't turn to a bird.
It would take
You'll
2
die
hits
in 2
and
seconds.
I'd be gone.
But yes, you do manage to keep your cool, so you can either choose to proceed or back down.
Yeah.
You proceed. So you look over, pretty much, while you get there, you get towards Jason, and there is a woman who, that I described earlier in pictured, who has this black sickle looking thing that is hooked under Jason's arm, and there's a big goon who has his arm outstretched, and it looks like she's about to cut his arm.
I'm going for her. I'm going to, I get directly as close as I can, and I go, do not move another inch. And the second she looks at me, nevermore.
Awesome. All right, roll that lash out.
Okay, breathe.
Is that boxcars? Ooh, that is boxcars right there.
+2, so that's a 14.
14, baby.
Okay,
So what happens?
So I'm going to affect them mentally. On a 10 up, I trap them in a nightmare. I do 1 harm, and they get the condition haunted. So the nightmare that I give her, I'm guessing here because I don't know her real fear, but I'm seeing a lot of similarities in what's going on. So the fear that I give her is the same one that I kind of saw Alexandria having. I give her the boiled god, the voice of the boiled god, telling her how disappointed he is in her and how she has failed. That's what I give.
Fantastic. Yeah, you watch like your eyes sort of black out for a second, and then you watch that sort of same thing happen to her, where like it like starts from the inside of her eyes and sort of like overtakes her, and she reels back for a moment. You feel the blade of the sickle drop from your arm, and you heard the voice of Avery behind you, Jason. What do you do?
Which way is Jason facing? Like, is he facing?
So you're facing the crowd.
Okay.
And so Avery is behind you. You heard, and you just felt the sickle sort of lax from piercing your arm.
I like lean my head back. I can't quite see behind me, but I lean it back and call back, "Hey, Avery. Oh, now it's a show." And I want to try to twist free from these dudes.
Do
now.
it.
All right, roll. Just roll volatile for me. Unless you have any other moves that you want to use.
I sure don't.
I
We're
believe in you.
We're just gonna twist.
I'm giving bardic inspiration. I'm just kidding.
That's an 8.
All right, so that's a partial. It's fantastic. So yeah, I'm not even calling this a lash out. So yeah, you yank yourself free just enough that like you got one of your arms free. And you manage to turn around, and you see Avery behind you, and you see the werewolf that you know to be your best friend. And through the curtain that they tore through, you see Isla in the back of the house, standing vigil, making sure no one else comes through this door until you guys manage to. Your friends have come for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll over a couple times, and I want to try to get the ropes of my hands like across the blade of the scythe on the ground.
Awesome.
And cut those open.
That's cool enough that you managed to just kind of get your hands down there and yank. Awesome. Isla, you're in the back of the house. No one is like rushing you at the moment. Are you doing anything?
Let's go.
Awesome. Yeah, you hear from the back. Let's go. Kanan, you flopped on the deck. You dropped on the deck. You flopped like a fish. SpongeBob SquarePants. Yeah. Hello.
So Jason twisted free from both goons.
But yeah, what are you doing? Yeah, Jason got at least enough that he could get his hands free. They're gonna be probably attempting to apprehend him again, but at least for the time being, he slipped free enough to get his hands sort of hooked on that scythe and the binds cut. So
with that, I'm gonna try and get in between him, like body my way in between him and the goons.
Awesome.
Like, get out of here! And I am just gonna square up on these dudes. And it's like I'm not on all fours. I'm in that boxer stance.
Yeah.
That my aunt taught me. Paws out. Ready to ride.
Love that. Awesome. Roll a lash out physically.
Okay.
Partial success.
7.
All right. So you're in darkest self, so that option's not a thing at the moment because I'm assuming, fully werewolfed out.
Yes.
So get a glimpse of your true nature and get a string on you, or you let me decide how bad the harm turns out.
I'll let you decide. I love these. These are. I keep it feral.
How dirty do I want?
Get fucking grimy, my guy.
Okay, maybe not like grimy.
So you hurt this guy.
Oh no.
Let's hear him out.
All right. You gave me permission to get you grimy. So you hit this guy, and he you smack him so hard that he flips. But in doing so, he crashes into Jason.
Fuck.
Jason, take a harm. Hey, Kanan.
God damn.
Not killed your best friend.
No.
Kanan has a moment of panic seeing that. In that moment of panic, it's like, boop, just regular, I'm a real boy now. And it's like,
so you're standing.
Fuck.
Come on.
I'm just going to try and like run over, grab Jason by the arms, and like peel him away from under this dude, and like let's go.
Awesome, you get running. This is the definition of roll to run away.
For all of us, or
Yes,
Are
but
you
as we
all
run, I
running
do want
away?
to say something that might
Something
help,
worth
like
saying.
might assist. So I will look at Isla as
Okay.
we are sprinting, and I'll go, "Make it rain."
Sorry, I'm a child.
Your reaction there was my fucking favorite.
That was a real cool line. So Isla, I'll grant you a plus one forward to your roll if you want to. Was it Ocean's Breath?
What would work best here? Ooh. Could I actually do my... Well, would this be considered me being fully submerged?
Like you standing in the back of the
If I make it rain, am I fully submerged in my chosen element?
I mean, if you make it rain, I'd say sure, but you gotta make a rain first, though. Okay.
Do you want me to use Ocean's Breath or just like lash out?
Whatever your thing, whatever your move is that lets you command
Okay, so that'd be
the
Ocean's
oceans. To awesome.
Why did I pull up my calculator?
That's what I do every night when I'm trying to set my
Yeah.
That's the
alarm.
worst.
Okay, that is a... Wait, how many do I have for my cold? It's a 7.
That's a 7, so that's a partial success. So so you choose as above, but the ocean doesn't understand the human world very well and causes serious and unexplainable damage in the process.
Which kind of works here. So,
Good, thank you.
You have your choices are the ocean brings forth something it thinks will make you feel better, or the ocean takes away something that it thinks is bothering you. I'm assuming that one.
Is Mr. Chen, like, for reals, he's dead? Like, is he gone? Like, there's no getting him back?
You haven't seen
So
him?
no body, no death?
Jason saw him die. Yeah. So he has
Darn.
died.
Well,
on
I was
screen.
gonna bring him
You three have not.
to us, but I
Oh,
think we're
yeah.
gonna let him find his path.
I mean, you could bring his body to you.
Yeah, but that's like dead weight.
But
Fucked up.
But,
Quite literally.
Literally, yeah.
So
Hey.
yeah, the ocean takes away something that it thinks is bothering you.
yeah, you just hear like that, like groaning of like metal, like expanding and like trying to hold on, as like every water pipe in this building starts. And water, like you're hearing it roar from everywhere. And like not in a controlled way where it's like, awesome, it's gonna just cover your back. Water is coming down everywhere. Now
I'm fully submerged.
I would say you're probably fully submerged.
Okay.
Or at least there's enough water in which you can be fully submerged. So yes, what is the thing that you're going to
I like to do one with the world. When you fully submerge yourself in your chosen element, you can gaze as if you had Dark 3.
Awesome. What are you trying to gaze on?
How do I want to do this? Could you come back to me? I need to figure out exactly what I want to do here. Or no.
Awesome. Are you fine to keep running?
Yeah,
then?
nothing has to happen right now.
Awesome. So, well then, while you think about that, all of you roll to run away.
Okay.
Then.
I get to roll dark.
Sounds fun.
It's an 11.
Fuck.
I know.
11. Holy shit.
It's a 5 for Jason.
Fuck. 7 for Kanan.
Bye, guys.
5 for Avery.
Fuck. Isla, you got a full success, and following the rules I laid out last time, with you having a full success, you can take someone, like assist someone at least to making it a partial success, if you would like.
I'm going to assist Avery.
You would get then a partial success, but Jason is lagging behind. Awesome. So Kanan and Avery, you both have partial successes. So on a partial success with running away, you either run into something worse, you cause a big scene, or you leave something behind.
I'm gonna cause a scene.
Awesome.
They already know where we are.
I was going to say, I feel like Kanan would cause a scene as well, because Kanan would be running in the back.
Awesome. How do you cause a scene?
You guys keep going. I'll handle this. And Kanan stops running and turns around and just shouts out, "Do you all want to see a fucking show?"
Yeah, eels!
Shut the fuck up, eel guy.
I love Eel Guy.
And not wolf out, but Kanan just has this is actually kind of an MC moment. Since I got taken out of wolf, can I still apex predator?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do that then, and I'm going to try and shift, but it doesn't work. Half shift, apex predator, so it's just Kanan shirtless,
Little Wolfie.
with claws out, the like wolf eyes, and I'm just ready to confront whoever gets in my way to slow him down.
Fantastic. So Jason, you fail on your own way. So like you go to run and like, you know, your feet slip underneath you, and Nadia, like on the ground, you know, finally had managed to kind of get her, you know, a grip, and reaches out and snags you by the ankle. You're not getting away that fast, Chen! And she brings the sickle up and she slams it into the back of your calf. Take a point of harm.
Hell yeah.
Avery, I don't think I asked you how you were causing a scene, did I?
No.
Awesome. How are you causing a scene?
So I think Avery goes to run.
Yeah.
And I think maybe she gets tripped up because she sees Jason fall behind, but then Isla kind of helps her move. And I think Avery causes a scene by like this kind of agonizing scream calling out for Jason.
Awesome. Isla, I'm coming back to you.
Yes, I have it.
Okay, you have it.
Could these people help me wake Julian? Like the Reapers.
Could the Reapers help you wake Julian? No, they
Yeah.
could not. Yeah, you sort of send your consciousness into the roiling thing, and you're trying to find any way around the horror that you finally saw in broad daylight, face to face. This thing that you stood in front of you, and you had a conversation, and you fooled it. But before that, it showed you that it could easily wake Julian, and it did, long enough for you to hear his voice, only for him to go unconscious again. This thing is the thing that did this to him.
But they ain't got no connections?
I mean, they're working towards a common goal, but the Reapers don't have control over... Like, that would be like asking Kanan to command the ocean because he's friends with you.
Okay.
So, like, you know, they work together, but they can't do the same stuff that the other can do. Jason, you just got stabbed through the calf. You're real hurt at this point.
Yeah, I think Jason does the math in his head of how well trying to like worm out of this is going to be. So I think that he like leans up a little bit, like with just like his neck to like face Nadia, and says to her, "I'm not the one you need to worry about right now." And I'm just going to lie flat back down, to like flat myself against the ground and close my eyes.
When that happened, just because cinematically I had such a bright like sequence in my head. Kanan, will you roll to lash out physically against Nadia, please?
Yes, I will.
Because in my head, like the movie is you say that and you lean down and Kanan just comes diving over you, and I gotta know.
I got a 9.
Okay.
But I have a forward waiting.
For what?
I had got it from the wolf dream.
Yeah, fuck it. That's fine. Normally, like when you get like forwards are like usually towards like a specific thing. So like the forward was in theory having to do with the dream shit that was happening.
My bad. I thought
but
it was
also
like,
fuck it. And
I
use
thought
the
it was
forward.
like a point of inspiration that you keep on deck.
I mean, it is, but it's usually like it's like one forward, 2 blank.
Okay, that's okay.
Well,
but
can we say since I was fighting the wolf that this is a fight?
I'm fine with that. Yeah, like I said,
so
fuck it. I'm
we'll
totally
bump that shit to a 10, and he lies back, and I am springing.
Awesome. Yeah, you like, just like you were like, I'm not the one you need to worry about right now. And you lean back and just, Kana goes diving over you and just rips her away and like chucks her off of the stage. And you are clear to try to get the fuck out of there if you need to, which I'm assuming you need to.
Jason pops back up and calls out, "It's always the quiet ones you need to worry about."
Isla, you had rolled a full success on that runaway, so like you're totally chill. Like you were already kind of far back, and then you fucking were like you're one with the water, baby. Like you're good to go. The rest of you, let's try it one more time. Let's roll the runaway. Well, actually, sorry, Kanan and Avery are technically you're fine. Jason, if you guys want to do anything to aid Jason in getting out of here.
Yeah, I do.
Cool.
The only way I'm aiding him really is by getting
covering
her
his back,
away.
yeah.
I think as soon as Avery kind of saw that Jason was back, it went back, and just hand straight, like, for you, Jason, and just goes, come on.
Did Nadja drop her sickle?
Breath weapon. That's a 3.
Fair enough. Jason takes Avery's hand and, like, scampers away with her.
I would like to use Breath of Life.
Okay.
So as soon as I touch Jason's hand, I say, let's do this together. And I use Breath of Life.
Which heals a bunch.
Power couple!
So that is only a partial. So you heal all harm, but I take it.
Oh,
God,
come on.
fuck!
Fuck. All right, so Avery, that puts you at 3 right now?
We're fine. This is fine. I'll be fine. We'll get out of here.
Okay, so take a forward to running away here, Jason, because Avery's helping you out. I don't think this is a mechanic of the game at all, but fuck it. I'm down to help people out and stuff. So yeah.
There is a help. There is a help action.
Yeah.
Is there a help
in
action?
Monster Hearts? Yeah, it gives you a forward to your action.
Yeah.
You literally described the exact mechanic and said,
Where is
one.
that at?
It's like under the MC things that you can do. It's like you give, like, there's like for certain things you can give forward.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, hey, look at that. I'm glad. Well, then that is a mechanic of the game. I'm doing it, Avery Alder. I'm doing it. All right. Anyway, yeah. Roll the runaway, please.
All right. Modifiers +1.
Oh, that's a big success. All right. To run the fuck away. Gorgeous. You get Jason to his feet, and the 3 of you exit the stage. Isla, you take like one last look back at this auditorium that is quickly filling with water, and you just like give it one last nudge, and any water that's like settled in like the ceiling that's up there and it's been building up gives, and the place is just rushed with water, and the 4 of you run. But you run as fast as you can, and you have to cover this whole building almost to get back where you entered from. And along the way, you face a couple of folks, that managed to break free from this, crazy flooding auditorium. But you make quick work, and you make it back through the filing cabinets, and you're back in the shop in Harborvale. And slowly the filing cabinets close behind you.
Can I try and break the mechanism that lets them open?
Roll a lash out physically.
Okay. No.
Do we pass by Nadja's office while we are on our way out?
On your mad dash out, no,
Okay.
you would not. Are you trying to reclaim a weapon is what I'm assuming?
I'm trying to get dirt of any kind. I want strings, and you know why.
Oh, I know exactly why.
I think as we're running, like just before we make it outside, I'll look to Jason next to me and I'll go, your dad?
Jason doesn't say anything back.
And Avery will keep running.
You make it free, and you get in your car. You drive across town, back to the Chen house. Jason, your mom's car is parked out front, like it normally is. As you left, coincidentally, as you left the shop front, you saw your dad's car where you parked it however many days ago. Still there, a few tickets on the window, but you're home after you don't even know how long, and you're hurt. Well, now you're perfectly fine, actually. Avery is hurt. Do you stay in the car and talk? Do you go in immediately?
I think once by the time we have parked back at Jason's house, like all of the adrenaline has been spent, and Jason is just kind of sitting in the back seat of the car, like mostly motionless. He didn't even call shotgun on the way out.
Which is strange for him.
Yeah, it's very strange. But I think it takes a few moments before it registers that Jason is back, and he just like wordlessly opens the door and like gets back out of the car.
Once Jason gets out, before the other two get out, I'll kind of look at whoever's shotgun, and then I'll look in the mirror at whoever's in the back and just be like, he's gonna need a lot of support right now. They both are. And yeah, I'll follow.
I imagine as we're like pulling up to the house, or like as we get out of the office and we like get in the car and we're speeding away, I imagine it's almost like that scene in what's the Dustin Hoffman movie? The Graduate? Like that ending scene on the bus where it's like, "Gah, we fucking made it," and then like everything is sinking in.
Yeah.
And it's just a really quiet car ride, and then like at the end of it, Avery says that, and Kanan isn't even gonna try. They just kind of like start crying a little bit, realizing everything that went on. Mr. Chen is gone, and he was kind of like a second dad to me. And I'll say, Jason isn't just a friend to me. I think of him more like a brother, and yeah, me and mine are gonna take care of him. And Mrs. Chen as well. But I think it is gonna take all of us. Yeah. And then Kanan just kind of like sullenly gets out of the car.
Isla, do you do anything before you heading inside, or do you just head right in?
Avery, did you take off the backpack to drive?
No.
No?
No, isn't that hilarious?
Then I'll go inside.
No. So you all head inside, and like the door opening, like you hear like the sound of like, you know, something that she was probably like holding in the kitchen immediately like get like placed down, almost hard, like she was, you know, surprised. And slowly you see Deborah walk out from the kitchen, and she takes in you four, and she's almost waiting.
Jason, after a second, just kind of like staring at the floor in front of her feet, just shakes his head.
And she quickly walks across the room and grabs you by your shoulders and pulls you into a hug and begins crying. And she sort of like, you know, her knees give out after like having her son back, but knowing that her husband is gone, just kind of like almost pulls you down to the floor with her.
Jason does not move and just stays standing and still, staring at the same spot ahead of him.
Kanan is going to see this moment and kind of step into the other room, pull out my phone to text my mom, dad, and aunt, like in a group text. We made it, but we could use some help. Jason's house. And then that's the end of the text.
Not long after, like your mom was like waiting by the phone after you could assume Deborah texted her to let her know the situation. Already setting up shifts. Maddie's coming home.
I actually don't text back, I think. I just like text that, put my phone back in my pocket, and I kind of go back into that room to see. Kanan doesn't want to say anything, but kind of wants to be there. Yeah. If that makes sense.
About an hour and a half passes, and the house is quiet. I think just across the board, as comfort in the fact that Jason is home safe, but feeling the weight of losing Evan. About an hour or so later, your father shows up and is just kind of around, you know, your father, Kanan, shows up.
And I feel like I would have been sitting on the porch during this time, just kind of waiting for them and processing.
Yeah. And this is just how it's going to be for a while between your mom, your dad, your aunt, and when she gets back, your sister, you. One of you at least is probably always going to be at the Chens, just keeping an eye on Deborah, making sure that if Nadia and the rest of her goons show up to try and hurt this family or hurt this town, you are there and you are ready.
Where does Isla go during that hour?
I'm in the basement with Julian.
I think at one point you hear a knock on the door, of the basement.
It's open.
Avery will kind of poke her head in. Hey, do you have a second?
Yeah.
And Avery will kind of wait to see if, like, she should come in or if Isla's coming out, kind of does that sort of, which way?
Come on in.
She'll walk in and close the door behind her. And she just kind of, like, leans up against the door and slides down to sit. I guess, mostly I just wanted to thank you I don't think we would have made it out of there if you had not done what you did.
I was just trying to save people.
I know. And, I know that can't have been easy. Considering...
that I'm not saving my own?
Yeah, that...
You'd be right.
I don't know what the answer is. Yet, I don't know how to reverse whatever this thing does. And she kind of pats the backpack. I don't know how to fix your family. But Isla, I swear to you, I am gonna help you. And I was gonna help you before, but especially now.
I mean, you said it yourself, you don't know how to, so I think maybe it's just time I get used to this.
No, Isla, it's not time for that. It is not. Trust me, I've seen a lot of people deal with grief, and I've seen a lot of people unsure when the grieving process should begin, and I swear, Isla, it's not yet.
Every time we try, we run into something, so...
I know that.
Is it even worth it?
Yeah. Of course it's worth it.
Is that thing in your backpack worth it?
This thing has caused you a lot of damage, more so than any one of us. And I know that it probably wasn't easy for you to let me, a human, well, I guess mostly human, hang on to it. It's, there's a lot riding on us finding this amulet thing. But I think if we have both of them, we can help you too. Not just us here on the surface, but you and your family and him.
What if it doesn't? What if we use it and then they just come right back? What if there's, I don't know, a way that they leave the ocean alone?
What do you mean, Isla?
I'm just spitballing.
It sounds like you've already made up your mind on how you plan to look at this situation.
I've been away from my family. I have watched people die today, and the person I love the most is sitting here in this bed, and I can't do a damn thing about it.
Isla, roll dark for me.
Okay.
Yuck.
Am I fully submerged?
No.
Excuse me, I need to go shower.
1 second. It's an 8.
It's an 8.
Yeah.
It's not like when you normally gaze, but it's just more of an inkling or a hearkening back to things that you know. You had your hand on the amulet in your pocket when you talked to the creature, and the creature said something to you that sounded like it should have been old and unknowable. Being in contact with that necklace made the unknowable knowable. It could make the unseeable seeable, the unfathomable fathomable. And if you could fathom the unfathomable, perhaps you can undo what that unfathomable has done.
What does that mean?
So you had the necklace.
Know thy name.
Well, know its name was a thing that you needed to know. It said something to you that felt
T-word,
weird.
right?
Yeah, that felt weird when you heard it.
Uh-huh.
Because you were touching the necklace, you understood what it was saying, though.
Work. Okay.
So if you could understand things that previously you couldn't perceive and understand when holding the necklace,
Gotcha.
you could maybe read unknowable text or look at things that previously you couldn't look at.
Okay. Go ahead.
That was it. That was the crux of the information I was trying to give you.
Since you have Jason back, do you still need the effigy?
Well, as much as I did want to get Jason back, he's not why I grabbed it in the first place. I didn't even know he was missing when I grabbed it. Why?
I just have a feeling that I need it now. Have you heard of Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants?
Stop!
Oh, man.
I just spit all over my microphone.
Hey, Isla.
Yeah.
Take a Nikki point.
Thank you. I will. Can I use it in our Thursday game?
No,
Yes.
that's for this one, but it can be used for the same stuff as the Thursday game.
Okay, great.
Nice. Avery.
I have essentially given you a boo.
Ooh.
I can't. We lost Freddie. Like, Freddie is gone.
He left
Hi,
forever.
Freddie.
He's like, fuck the pants. I'm out of here.
Ooh, okay. Wow. Sorry, Zach. I spiked all over for that moment. Like, my laughter definitely spiked.
Okay. That's okay.
Avery looks at you, Isla, and goes, yeah?
So you could give me the effigy for 2 weeks, a month, whatever we decide, like those girls did, and then we just bop it around? Or, you said you wanted to help me.
Yes, I do. I guess I'm just trying to understand. Because if you're having a feeling that you need it, maybe we should explore what that feeling is resonating from before we go chasing it. What are you...
Pull it out.
What? What?
Take it out.
Isla. No, I can't do that. I'd not...
Take it out and point it at me.
Isla, it hurt us. When Jason and I, when we looked at it, it hurt.
And I said it would help me.
Fuck. Okay. Fine. But I have a condition. You tell me how to get you back. Tell me something about you that can bring you back.
Oh, gotcha. Hart isn't my last name.
What is?
It's Halloran.
Isla Halloran.
In the scales.
And you're sure you need this?
Yes.
I sure hope you're right.
Here, I'll point it. I'll stand in front of the bathroom so it's not around Julian. Point it that way.
Okay. And yeah, I'll go stand in front of Isla with the back. I'll like pull the backpack up so I'm holding it now. It's not like on my back. Fuck.
Do you pull the amulet out or do you keep it in your pocket?
I'm going to touch it in my pocket.
You're going to touch it in your pocket.
In my pocket.
Awesome.
Avery goes to like unzip it and just goes, if I see anything, I'm stopping this immediately, okay? Okay. And Avery will kind of hold up the back of the book packs so she can't see inside of it, but so she can kind of see past it still to Isla. And
awesome.
then
so
we'll unzip it.
And so yeah, a while has passed. A couple hours. Kanan, you've been out on the porch. Talking with your dad a little bit. Jason, where do you go when you get home?
Jason, as soon as he has any sort of bearings, is going straight to his dad's office and is going to go on the system and attempt to look up and download local versions of anything he can find about Nadia.
Awesome.
Because he assumes that his dad is not going to have access for long if it is even still there.
Awesome. Yeah, you pull through his computer. You don't think that you would find just kind of like like key searching like Nadia. You wouldn't find her in like the system for like your targets and stuff. But as your dad had mentioned, he's been looking into this stuff for a while. You find a whole dossier essentially on her. So a lot of the information, just the basic stuff about her career. From that information, take a string on Nadia. You have a lot of info.
I think that's all Jason does for the rest of the night is just keep digging.
Awesome. Kanan, do you stay out there for a while with your dad? Do you let him kind of do his thing and you head back in?
I feel like I would give him like a 15-minute rundown.
Cool.
And probably ask him for a little bit of advice. But then, go back inside and just kind of... I don't want to be intrusive to Jason, but just kind of like available if he needs me for anything.
Yeah.
Kind of deal.
Yeah, you're a floater. You come in, you sit with Deborah for a little while. But yeah, you sit with Deborah for a bit. You know, I feel like you end up kind of getting drafted in the, like, you know, sitting with Deborah, like checking on her, also kind of having to like pop in, and like you have like awkward kind of meeting, like interaction with Monica, like, because like Deborah at the moment's not in any condition to look after her. So like you kind of, you know, just, like the brief little bit that you were here, like, you know, you think to check in, see how she's doing, and you're just kind of floating and doing
also,
your best.
What time is it about now?
Well, you guys left pretty early. Let's say, like, at this point, you know, after a few hours pass, like, you're getting into, like, that early evening, like, maybe, like, 4 or 5 p.m.
I am going to look around the kitchen and start cooking dinner for everybody.
Awesome.
Just so that, like, Deborah or Jason don't have to worry about that kind of thing. And I know they're probably not thinking about it at all.
Yeah.
But Kanan is, like, trying to take on a very, like, protective parent mode right now and make sure everyone's like, okay, they're all eating, they're hydrating, kind of thing.
Yeah, you know, you manage to find like some pasta and like some pesto sauce and some, you know, like some like chicken cutlets or something, like something super easy that you can make a lot of, you know, for whoever needs it, because things are kind of a mess. And yeah, you just spend some time kind of being the rock for people.
I also want to try and make the most aromatic pasta ever. Like,
awesome.
Good, like, garlic and onion smell,
Love
like
that.
oregano, so that it's, like, floating through the house, and is, like, even just that is a sense of comfort for people.
Definitely. Yeah, no, you get the spices going, you know, the sauce is store-bought, but you kind of add a little bit of that Talbot sort of, you know, vibe to it. Awesome. Avery, Isla, you reveal the effigy, and Isla, your eyes jolt for just a moment, and then it's almost like there is, like, you're like, it's like you've got these weird sort of spectral goggles, like, on your eyes, almost, as you feel power from the amulet that you're clutching in your pocket surge and protect you. And you see the effigy in its true form. 5 purple eyes, one having fallen off from you, in a mass of crustacean and like squid mixed together, this long sort of a lobster-esque body with 4 giant claws hanging off of it, the eyes perched, and a mass of tentacles that seem to wind on into infinitum. But you see it, the boiled god, the watcher in the waves. You know what it looks like. And you feel that feeling that you've gotten every time you've looked at the scrawling, you know, on the ceiling in that circular chamber, the word that was written in Avery's great grandmother's diary, the word that the creature said to you, that weird fog that's been on things completely is lifted. The almost the stain that it's put on you and your mind just by witnessing these things completely clears. The influence that this creature and its ilk leaves on people, the amulet has burned away.
Okay.
And that's where you're at. You're looking at this thing, no problem. Avery, you see Isla standing there, her brain not seeming to hurt, witnessing this statue in your bag without issue.
It's in there, right? Like, I guess I never actually checked because I didn't want to look at it.
Hold on. And I'll rush over to Julian and I'll put it in his hand. Aim it at him.
Is that what sure. And I will rush out. Well, I think I'll close the bag.
Yeah.
And then I'll rush over. I'll be, get behind me.
Okay.
Yeah, you sort of place it like, you know, like right like at like on his collarbone, like right where it would probably sit if he was wearing it.
Yeah, meeting skin. I want to make that very clear.
And Avery, you open this bag and it shines at Julian, and his sort of eye open 1,000-yard gaze, as his eyes sort of were, just quickly shuffling around the room, like he was sleeping with the rapid eye movement, but instead him fully awake, settles on the effigy. And as more and more moments pass, the fog in his eyes begins to clear, and he blinks.
I'll close the bag again and zip it up.
He realizes that he's partially naked, and sees that Avery's in here, pulls the blanket up. God, what the?
Hi, I'm Avery, and I'm gonna give you 2 a minute. And I'll just, as I walk away, I'll grab Isla's hand and I'll just squeeze. And I'll toss you a smile, but then I go, amulet, huh? And I leave. We'll talk about it.
Launch.
Yeah. You jump on him, and he's still a little dazed, confused, doesn't really get everything that's happened, but you launch on top of him, and he is so happy to see you, to feel you. What happened?
I saved you. You're back.
Save me from what?
This thing in the ocean, the boiled god. I'll catch you up, but...
The eyes thing.
The eyes.
Oh, God.
I think I can save everyone.
I knew you could. He grabs you, and he kisses you.
Yay!
And whatever happens down there happens.
Sure.
We're going to cut away for a moment. Awesome. Avery, real quick, Kanan, you're cooking. Is there anything else that you want to do before I go to probably this last Avery and Jason scene?
Genuinely, I don't think so. Kanan is
Gotcha.
kind of keeping to themselves unless someone requires something of them.
Awesome. All right, cool. Then what's to end the session out? Avery, you go and you end up finding, you look around for Jason for a while, but you find him behind the desk in his father's study.
I'll knock on the door. It's like the knock, but I'm already kind of entering a little bit.
It's more to alert him than anything.
Yeah.
Does this door have a lock on it? MC. Question.
Sure.
It's locked.
Awesome. Oh, the door's locked. Oh. Okay.
Jason, hi. I think you're in there. I guess I just I wanted to check in on you. I hope you can hear me. I don't know how thick this wood door is. I guess I'll leave you alone, but I'm really glad that you're okay. We missed you. I missed you. Okay, bye. Rye bread. And Avery will walk away.
I think you see, the audience sees, from the inside of the office, you see Jason, digging through files, in a cabinet, on his knees. And he has, leaned back and is, sitting back on his, legs. And he's holding, his earbuds, one in each hand, just looking at the door while Avery speaks. And once he hears her walk away, he just puts the earbuds back in and gets back into it.
You dig through your father's, his notes, his records, everything he has. And as our camera pulls away and out of the house that is full of a roiling sea of different emotions, of a love reunited and a father lost, and friends just trying to do the best they can for the people they care for more than anything else in the world. We hit the thundering sky above Harbor Vale. And I think that's a good place to stop. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of These Silent Secrets. If you liked what you heard, there are some ways that, if you want to support us, you can easily do that. The easy ways. Here we go. Scroll down wherever you're listening to us right now. If there's a place to give us, a rating, to give us a review, just think about, sharing a few stars, a few nice words. That boosts our metrics, lets more people see us, and we appreciate the love. So please and thank you. Another super easy way, it's probably easiest, is just to talk about us to some people that might enjoy us, just talk to some buds. The more buds you tell, the bigger the cast for just a giant ensemble of Brigadoon we could have. I've been looking to get back into performing on stage and less making it behind. So you know what? We can do this. If you feel saucy and you want to support us financially, there's a couple ways you can do that as well. We have a Patreon at patreon.com/ghostlightmedia, where you can donate to us monthly from $2 a month all the way up to like $50 and $100 a month if you're like really wealthy. But you donate to us monthly, you get some fantastic rewards for yourself, and you help us out a huge amount. We also have tips enabled on Twitter, so if you go to our Twitter at Silent Secret Pod, you could throw us a couple bucks if you can't do a monthly thing. If you want to, you can also check out our merch store at tpublic.com/store/ghostlight. Get yourself some fantastic merch, and then we can spy you when we're walking around. That's been my dream, is to walk around and see someone that I don't know wearing our merch. So make that dream come true. And if you want to check us out on social media, it's super easy to do. Our website's thesilentsecrets.com. Our TikTok is at These Silent Secrets, and our Twitter is at Silent Secret Pod. You can also find us each individually online. Marcus at MarcusRVO, Nicole at Nicole Voice, Mariah at _Mariah Clawson, Freddie at Freddie _Pow Pow, and myself at That Guy Zach Robb. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another episode. But until then, may your secrets stay hidden, and may you always remember, if you have 2 old artifacts that are needed for something, putting them together will either do something really, really good, like waking up your previously catatonic boyfriend, or something really, really bad. So fingers crossed.
This has been a Ghostlight Media production.